What's up, guys? Just got back from LS Fest. It's Saturday. It was pretty good. Saw a lot of cool cars. I'll probably put some video or a couple pictures and stuff in here somewhere of some of the stuff I saw. Saw Sketchy Vert, Cletus, those guys. Saw the Twin Impala that Tony Angelo, and Lucky Costa did for Hot Rod Garage. Saw a lot of cool stuff. Bought a bunch of T-shirts and I was there a long time. I probably not gonna go tomorrow because it took me like 2.5 hours to get in. It was pretty ridiculous. Bought some stuff for the truck this week. I bought I got this C-notch kit. I'm gonna probably put that on this weekend. I don't know yet. I'm not sure. I did get some stuff to relocate the battery. Got some cable, all the connections and everything. I got this box to put the battery in because I'm going to put the battery in the back. This box is super cheap. It's not NHR illegal, so it's just going to be temporary until I get like an actual legit box, just so I can put it in the back. Also got a rubber gasket for my rear diff. It's leaking, so I've got to I think you can see it. Yeah, it's leaking pretty good right there. I RTV'd it last time because I didn't have a gasket, and so I got like a newer rubber gasket, which should work pretty good. I gotta pull it off, clean it up, and make sure it's flat, and stick it back on there and stuff. So I guess I'll start with that first, actually. And then I guess I'll decide if I'm gonna do this weekend. Yeah, I don't know yet. I want to, but I'm not sure if I have time. I might have to do it another day. Alright, I got the cover unbolted. I've got to pull it off and then clean it up. It wasn't leaking that much. The fluid was still quite a bit in there, but it's got fluid and stuff all over it. It's filthy. Most of it will come off the cover. It should be okay. See, it's transmission. Oh shit. The pen is moving. It's not supposed to move that much. It's not a good idea to run a mini spool on the street. It's not good for anything. It's not good for the rear end. It's not good for nothing. Huh. I don't know. Let's see. Is this loose? Huh. It's probably some slop in between the mini spool and the pen there. There's no huge big deal because I'm gonna get an actual posi unit and put it in here because I've got aftermarket axles and everything, so I'm to get good gears, good posi. Got the cover, stick that together. It should be good for quite a bit of power. So next we're gonna clean up the cover. Alright, got everything cleaned up. Got this all nice and clean. No fluids or anything on it. Got this all nice and clean. All these starter parts cleaned up. I gotta put a thread sealer on these when I run them down. Got the drain back in there, have thread sealer on it. And then I got the fill, got thread sealer on that. So we're good to go. Just gotta get the gasket. Alright, I got the cover back on. Sprayed it with brake clean to kind of clean it off, and this paint or whatever they had on there didn't like it, so it's got rag lint and stuff all over it, but whatever, it's fine. Got everything, tie it back on there. I've got fluid in it, got the rubber gasket on there. The OEM rubber gasket or seal actually looks really good, so that's what I like to use. Sealed this up with some sealant, thread sealer, put thread sealer on this is the drain plug, put thread sealer on the fill plug, and then these supports, they screw in. It's like 10 foot-pounds where it screws into the bearing cap on this side, the bearing cap on this side, and then you lock it down. Just helps everything be more sturdy and tighter. That way you don't have any flex to kill bearings and all that stuff. But it's all together, should be good. Yeah, I have forward disc brakes on here. Alright, I guess next is the battery box. Alright, I guess first things first, we take the battery out. So, that's 8, and that is 108. This one is, gonna take the battery out, take this ground, find a spot up here to connect the two, then put a ground back there in the back. I guess a funny story that I forgot to tell when I was doing, or like the overview of the truck. The rear end that's in it is need a 10 millimeter, is a it's 8.5. They came with some of the 8.5s in the 90s that I think I'd heard that they put in the 43S10s and maybe Blazers that had yeah, I got a nut spacer there that it's corroded some. So I think this is a header bolt that I used at one point. Pretty grody under here, so sorry. Alright, got the battery out. The 8.5 came in some of the trucks in the 90s, and then they put the 8.6 when they upgraded the bearings and stuff on the Carrier 99 or something, I guess. They actually it was that's fine. A guy needed the 4x4. I had a 4x4 8.6 in this truck, and the guy had an 8.5, which was, you know, I don't think there was any brakes or anything on it. I think it might have been a drum brake rear end. I'm not sure. But I traded the 4x4 8.6 with disc brakes for his 8.5 drum brakes, maybe, which was out of a two-wheel drive. So the rear end itself is narrow. The two-wheel drive rear end is narrower than the 4-wheel drive. So he traded me, but the only way that I could do this was I met him in a parking lot in a Home Depot near Lakeland, Florida. And I traded him rear ends. So I took out my rear end in that parking lot, traded him, and then I had to install the 2-wheel drive, which is in that parking lot, put fluid in it, and then drive home. So it took a while to do it. It wasn't too bad, but it took a while. Right, I'll take this battery box out. This will give me more room for the turbos. The kit that I have is a manifold over there. Then it has a crossover pipe that comes up to this manifold, not this one, but the one that's going on. Then it has an outlet right here. So it should be, I'm gonna have to hack this out some and bring it up and put the turbo like right here, somewhere in here. Then I can run the cold side to the carburetor here, and then I can do the hot side out that way. I'm not going to dump it out the fender. I'm going to actually go under the cab and go back to the back wheel and give it some sort of exhaust. It's just better that way. I don't want it exiting up here. I don't know why I do this. I have impact tools. This might be loud. Dusty and gross. I'm gonna throw the box away. This battery hold down plate, whatever it's called, because it's junk. But I'm not gonna throw away the. I'm not gonna throw away the bolt, stuff like that. I always save just in case. This is one more, and hell, it's rusted all shit. So I don't know if that's gonna even come out. It's moving, so. Like I said before, this isn't the right box. It's just a cheap marine box that I got for like $6 or something. I'm gonna put that on there just so I can relocate the battery. I'm not gonna be racing it or anything anytime soon until I get a bunch of stuff done. So get this box out of the way, and then this is it's garbage. Keep these bolts. All right, so now, see that stuff. I need to, I'm not gonna do the box right now. It's a waste of time. Mainly because I'm gonna replace it with another box. So what I'll do is I'll just stick the fucking, I'm gonna stick the battery right here, drill a couple holes for this. Let's see, these two things here. Just hold it down. Then the wing nuts. Alright. Oh, I did drop my heads off at I dropped my heads off at the machine shop last week, so hopefully Wednesday they should give me the all clear on those. I did pick up this intake manifold Friday. It's a Victor Jr. carbureted L92 for the LS3 heads, and then this the 6.0. So I have the LS3 heads. As soon as I get the all clear on those, I can put those together. Have springs for those, new seals, all that stuff. I'll lap the valves. Then I can order some lifters and everything and put my cam in there. And then I need to get a push rod checker, because I don't know if a stock push rod for an LQ4 will work with those heads. So I'm going to have to get a checker to see exactly where and what's going on. But back to the battery. I'm not going to put the box in, and I'm not going to go racing anytime soon, because I want to get that 6.0 done. So what I'm just going to do is I'm literally just going to drill holes here. I'm going to drill one back there to put this in, and just literally just bolt it down like that. Because I'm not gonna be need to go through tech yet, because I need to get that done first. So, but I ordered like a regular with actual NHRA box, which should be fine and go in there. Plus this cheap ass Walmart battery. I need to get a better battery. It's starting to die. I've had it 3 years now, so alright, so I can get rid of I can probably get rid of that. I can get rid of the header bolt that I had on there. Since I've got this legit bolt, it's gonna go in there. So I'm ahead of 8. I should be able to post a couple pictures of swapping the when we were in the Home Depot. It was with my buddy Weasel. We were in the there it is. We were in the parking lot swapping out the rear end. So I can do that. Post a couple pictures of that too. Would be a good time, I guess. Sorry. I mean, this thing's like a legit shit box. I mean, it's not nice or anything by any means, but I bought it just to make it fast, so that's what I'm gonna do. So what is this? Let's get the drill. Let's get some bits. The Camaro, it's got an LS cross member in it. I don't 100% know what I'm gonna do with it. I mean, I don't want to have two cars that I drag race, so I could put like a decent 4.8 in it, I guess, and then autocross it or something, or just use it as a daily while I'm doing whatever it is. But I'm not gonna I don't want two cars that I drag race, I guess. Got that hole drilled. Is it big enough? It is not. So I'm pulling the hole. Just wallow it out. I know there's nothing down there that I'm gonna hit or anything, so I'm not just drilling like a crazy person. It's too small. All Alright. Thought that would have worked. I guess not. And it broke. Nice. That's what I get for wiggling it around like that, like an idiot. Don't do that, kids. It's not good for your drill bits. There we go. All right, let's do this. That right there. Put the rubber on it. Push that down. I don't even know if this is the way this is supposed to go. With the rubber and stuff. I'm not sure. I don't have the package anymore, I don't think. So, doesn't matter. About right there is good. Now there is a gas tank under this part, so make sure you don't go down and poke a hole in your gas tank. That would suck. I'm going to lower this a little more. Not a whole lot more. I want the. This is probably going to sound stupid, but I've seriously been debating on doing like a straight axle in the front, just so it would be different. It'd be a little different than everybody else, you know. Because I am going to drag race this. This is all this is ever going to be. And if I ever got something else that I would drag race, I would probably just stick a 4.3 and a 5-speed in this, do the interior, and then lower it. And it'd be like a lowrider and just drive it for a daily or something. It's not enough. It really needs something holding it on the sides too, like a tray or something. But since I'm just relocating this until I get the box, that's fine. That'd be good. I'm not gonna hook this up just yet. Need these. Connect the battery up front. I can put a bolt hole, find something down there I can connect that to. Let's see, next need to go up front. Okay, this is for the fan. The fan is hooked up to a relay and everything over there, so I'm gonna have to, I'm not gonna extend this from there. I don't know yet. First we'll just do these grounds. I think I can get a light. I think I can just put the ground right down there. I'm sure there's a bolt or something down there. I can put it on. My flashlight. Okay. Here, that's the ground. That. So I can hook. Just connect connected to something down there. The frame. Let's disconnect that. This is all new. I don't know where any of this stuff is in here yet. Alright. I'm going to find a place to connect this ground. Then I am going to cut this, run this through the firewall over here somewhere. Then snip this and find somewhere to run this to. I could actually run this to the back of the alternator. I don't know how good or bad idea that is. I don't think it would hurt anything because it's connected to this, to there, then straight down to the battery. I don't know if I'd like to get some kind of plastic in her fender, something that's lighter, because I don't want to get fiberglass body parts or anything. I mean, I'd like to make it lighter, but I don't want it. I want to keep it looking kind of shitty, I guess. I don't know. All right, so I'm going to find a spot to connect this, and I'm going to disconnect this and run it to the firewall. All right, battery is mounted. I have the battery cable connected with D-clips all the way up to the floor, up to the bulkhead up there. The battery's connected down here. Let's see, right there on the frame. I think you can see that. I got the other ground is on the frame right there. Right there on the frame, going up to into the firewall right there, and through a grommet. I have the other ground connected to the frame right there, with the other one that goes up to the headlights. Then I took sorry it's freaking dark. I put up the light prematurely. Then I put the fan line, the hot cable just right there on the alternator. So that's it. It's done. It starts. It runs. Everything's good. I did put a grommet right there for the negative cable. It's all good. I just gotta wait for my actual, NHRA legal box to come in, and I can shove that battery in the box and put it in there. I actually need a new battery. This one's 3 years old and it's shit. I actually had to jump it today, so I gotta pick up the battery tomorrow. I was gonna do the C-notches this weekend, but I didn't get to it, so I'll do that this week sometime and get these on there. And that's pretty much it. Even if it sucked, like, comment, subscribe. Thank you.